Kingsman. I ended up being sort of disappointed with this movie. Maybe it's just me, because maybe I had high expectations, but I saw the trailer a few months ago and it looked really funny. It looked sort of like a Agent Cody Banks meets Divergent Training, and it wasn't that fun, I guess. Maybe it was me, because I was super distracted while watching it. I was waiting for the Big Bang comeback. Okay, and so I was just looking at my watch like, is it 5 o'clock yet? Is it 5 o'clock yet? Because they were gonna drop 2 music videos at 5 o'clock. So I was like, yeah, sort of distracted. But it just felt like it got really slow towards the middle. And towards the end, I didn't care anymore. The villain was great. Samuel L. Jackson was a great villain, just because he was actually hilarious, and he was just a guy that wanted to stop global warming. How bad is that? And how does he want to stop global warming? He wants to kill everybody on Earth. And it was just like a ridiculous, over-the-top villain. And other than that, I didn't really have much going for it. Like the cool gadgets and like the cool buildings that they had, and it's a secret society, and Kingsman, they hide in like this shop where they sell suits or whatever, and it was cool. It was very like 20th century England. It was a cool setting, but other than that, nothing much. Typical characters like the kid that's a troublemaker, but really he's good, and he's gonna do well, and he's gonna do what's right. And the posh, stuck-up rich kid that's just mean for no reason, and then the girl that's just there for no reason. Like, she didn't do anything. She wasn't even a love interest. Like, I thought, okay, this is gonna be like the typical thing where they're gonna get together. Spoilers, she's not even a love interest. And Colin Firth was fine, I guess. He was kind of funny. And the kid, I really don't remember his name, Eggsy. He played Eggsy. I feel like he watched a lot of Skins, and he liked Cook. He liked Jack O'Connell as Cook, and he was like, I'm gonna be that guy. So I felt like that's what it was. It's a fun movie. It was too long though. I honestly thought that people were overlooking it because it came out at the same time as 50 Shades of Grey. And I have no interest in seeing 50 Shades of Grey, like, fuck that. I actually want to see this. And I saw people saying, oh, it's actually pretty good. And I thought, okay, it's gonna live up to the trailer because it was really fun. And then it's like, oh, it wasn't that. I mean, it was good. It wasn't bad, but it started out nice. It just puts you in the action, and the thing is, I didn't really know what this movie wanted it to be, because it starts off with Eggsy training to become a Kingsman, but then just skips the training. It's like they show a couple of things here and there of him training, but they don't actually show anything. So it wasn't like Divergent, where they show the whole training, but then they just skip to the bad guy who's suddenly there for no reason, and you don't even know his motivation for a while. Like, you're just thinking, what the hell, why are they after this guy? He's a rich dude that wants to help the environment. Like, what's wrong with this? So I understand that they wanted to like keep it, I guess, to the wraps, but you don't even know what the motivation of the villain is. You don't even know what he's doing. He looks like a really nice guy, actually. He looks really nice. And his assistant was awesome. She had these metal legs, and she just sliced people. And that was a cool thing to it. It had the gore of Kick-Ass. It was unrealistic, honestly, fight scenes. They were just way over the top with crazy physics, and people getting chopped up in half, and fingers flying, and things like that, and heads flying. very kick-ass, like. And cool gadgets like the umbrella that's suddenly bulletproof, and the shoes that have like a shank in them, very gentlemanly. Other than that, it wasn't that good. I mean, it didn't focus on the training. It didn't focus really on the villain. It didn't focus on them trying to get the villain that much either. It was a little bit all over the place. He was installing chips in people's like bodies so they would obey him. I mean, not obey him. It's like he turns on this chip and people suddenly become violent and start killing each other, which is basically the plot of Cell, Stephen King's Cell. He had a novel that when you answer your phone and you hear a signal, you just go crazy and you start killing people. So that's basically it. But this is controlled, and he wants to like repopulate the earth with the chosen people. It's very, yeah, there's a church scene that was way too long. Like, I know they wanted to make it epic, and I got the feeling that they wanted to go for a Big Daddy scene in Kick-Ass, where in the warehouse when he just kills everybody. But that was a nice scene with good music, and it wasn't that long, and it had an interesting perspective, and it was shot well. This just felt way too long. Like, okay, I get it. There was just too many extras, and I feel like they just wanted to make it big, because this is the big scene, and honestly, it was predictable. And they just kept making references to this being a spy movie, which I get, like, that's cute at first. 22 Jump Street did that really well, but they're a comedy, and they know that they're being ridiculous, and they just kept referring to them, you know, this is a sequel, and we're just gonna do the same thing we did last time, but we have a bigger budget, so it's gonna work out. In this one, they kept making references to, like, James Bond and shit, and then they just, oh, this isn't this kind of movie, and now you're just gonna give a monologue before you kill me. No, this isn't that kind of movie. Bam. Like, nah, they just kept making references for no damn reason. This isn't that kind of spy movie. It's like, yeah, but is it though? Because it's still predictable. Michael Caine is in this. I was gonna say Michael Keaton. Michael Caine is in this. He's a fucking asshole. Other than that, not much going on there. It's still a fun movie. I was thinking about watching it with my parents. I was like, maybe I'll watch it with them and it'll be a fun family night. But I ended up watching it on my own, and I'm glad, because they would have fucking hated me for it, because it wasn't that good. So yeah, Kingsman. I'll put the trailer at the end. And just know that the trailer is better than the actual movie. I mean, it's not bad, but it's like, it was 2 hours and maybe it could have been less. Got a bit slow. Again, I blame Big Bang. Hashtag blame Big Bang. Because they had to come back and they just dropped that shit. And I can't believe we survived. Yeah.
It's freezing. Why are we walking? We jacked the car keys. Oh, that's my car!
Huge IQ, great performance in the Marines, but you gave up. Drugs, petty crime. Never had a job.
Who are you?
Your father saved my life.
Dean says you're fair game.
Boys, I've had a rather emotional day, so whatever your beef with Eggsy is, and I'm sure it's well-founded, I'd appreciate it if you could just leave us in peace.
You should get out of the way, Granddaddy. You'll get hurt.
Manners maketh man. Do you know what that means? Then let me teach you a lesson. Are we going to stand around here all day, or are we going to fight? Sorry about that. Needed to let off a little steam. What do you see? I see potential. Kingsman is an international intelligence agency operating at the highest level of discretion. If you're prepared to adapt, you can transform.
Into a spy.
Interested?
Oh, yes.
You are about to embark on the most dangerous job interview in the world. We're here to test you to the limit, to enhance your skills, train you for the evil out there.
If you get blood on the carpet, you have to take the carpet up.
Can't stand the sight of blood.
To everyone who said I never make it.
Felt sorry for the boy, did you?
Lord, weren't you mistaken?
He's as much Kingsman material as any of them. More so.
I got a dinner date with greatness.
Mankind is the virus, and I'm the cure.
Sounds like a lot of people are going to die.
Do I look like I give them?
You can't always please the crowd. Still not bowing down in this heavy crowd.
Son of a bitch!